And up next, we got another really awesome matchup. I'm looking forward to this fight with Jimmy Drago taking on Ty Miller.
My name is Ty Miller. I'm fighting out of Fit HB, and I'm here to show the world I'm one of the best fighters. Ever since I was 8 years old, my dad would get these UFC pay-per-view events, and whenever he would get them, he would see how interested I was. No matter what happens in that octagon, I'm just obsessed with it. I feel like my style is very exciting, like it's very striker heavy, you know what I mean? And if someone shoots on me, I'm looking to sprawl. If they get me down, I'm looking to stand back up, and I'm trying to take your head off the whole time. I was a nominee for Knockout of the Year in 2024 for the LFA. I fought a guy named Ryan Charlebois.
Hit the kick. Oh my goodness!
Ty Miller connects in spectacular fashion.
Finishing a guy like that, I started to believe, wow, I can knock guys like these out. I feel like I could knock out anyone in the world. I feel really determined to be one of the best. These guys see something in me. I can really fight for the UFC, so I'm gonna just keep working until I get to the top and have no regrets or second thoughts. Jimmy Drago is a very explosive athlete. I just think stylistically I'm a bad matchup for him. He throws so hard that I can pull back and make him miss, counter with something back and knock him out. All the belief that I have behind me and all the hard work I've been putting in. I don't think I could be stopped tonight. I may look soft, but I'm gonna hurt you.
My name is Jimmy Drago. I'm fighting out of Animals MMA in Yonkers, New York. My goal here is to win tonight and get into the UFC. I started out in 2021, won my first fight in that year. I would describe my fighting style as almost like an unorthodox kickboxing. A lot of movement, wrestling based, but really just committed to violence in my striking. Earning a UFC contract mean a lot to me. It would show me that no matter how deep into a darkness in life you can go, there's always a way out. And I came from a very low spot, a lot of rehabs, a lot of detoxes, and almost lost my life multiple times. And to go from that area to a professional fighter in the UFC, my goal is for that story to try and inspire others that they could do whatever they want to do in life if they put their mind to it. I think the UFC would benefit from me from having on the roster. I think I represent something way more than myself when it comes to fighting. I've shown the world that I belong at the highest level. I show up every day and put everything I have into this sport.
He's putting in work, left hand dropped him. Drago looking for a finish early.
Ty Miller is in store for the fight of his life. And I think my fight IQ over the years of how to approach this fight, my work ethic, what I'm capable of, I truly believe I have more weapons. He will not be the person that stands in my way from getting in the UFC.
With Ty Miller, we got the younger guy. He's a 25-year-old fighter. He's coming out of New Mexico. Trains out of Fit NHB, which has produced some good fighters like Tim Means, Ray Borg. And there were also multiple fighters from his team who just fought August 9th on a local Albuquerque show. So he's had a lot of bodies to train with this camp. And he's undefeated. He's 5-0-1. He went 3-1 as an amateur. He lost his first MMA fight, and since then he's won 8 in a row outside of that one no contest. And his last fight, it was unfortunate because it was a no contest due to an eye poke. It was only 3 minutes, 30 seconds into the fight. And, this is his first fight since December of last year, so I'm sure he's ready to get in there, get busy again, get back in the win column. For Jimmy Drago, he's 30 years old. He's been tearing it up on the Northeast regional scene. He's 7-2-1 overall as a pro, plus he was 6-0 as an amateur. And he dropped his first fight as a pro, but since then he has gone 7-1-1. He won the title in Maverick MMA and Ring of Combat MMA. And his last fight, he also had a no contest where his fight, there was a clash of heads. His opponent got cut open and the fight got stopped. Drago was on a 3-fight winning streak prior to that, so he's still in a good groove. It's not super easy to find Jimmy Drago's fights, though. I was able to find a few of them, but he's a knockout guy. He's evasive. He's an angle cutter. He likes to dart in, dart out, fast attacks, really nice lead hook. He can land it on the front or back foot, and he's knocked fighters out with the one punch with the lead hook. He's also knocked guys out with the right hand. He has knee knockouts. He has spinning back fist knockouts. So he definitely is someone that can catch you in multiple ways. But most of the knockouts I've seen from him are from highlight videos, so it's hard to really say how great of a striker is or how good of the opponents he was going against. But his last fight, he looked sharp in the stand-up. He was controlling distance well. He was mixing his targets. He was accurate. He was active. He was pulling his opponent into switch stance overhands and the lead hooks. He was able to show some clinch wrestling too. He put him on the cage. He held him there. And he got on top due to a mistake from his opponent and landed some ground and pound. But it didn't seem like he's like the greatest at getting takedowns. But he trains at a good grappling gym. That's probably the area where he's least polished. He has been submitted in one of his losses, but you'd think that he at least knows what he's doing there. And in his pro debut, he was being taken down and controlled against the cage for the early part of the round. And he was able to keep getting back up to his feet. But when he stood up, he kind of stood up really awkwardly. Not awkwardly, but he had his hands down and he wasn't ready for attack from his opponent, and he just got caught with one shot and knocked out. So he got a taste of his own medicine a little bit there. Backing Drago up and getting him near the fence is where you can land on him. He has his hands down, and if you throw numbers, you might land that second or third shot flush and really hurt him. But Drago is getting smarter at clinching more in that range and controlling the action until he can get back to space. And he's a hard fighter to deal with because he's quick. He's hard to hit. When you do get near him, he's going to clinch you. He's going to slow it down, get back to space. His wrestling defense and his grappling are kind of where you have to test him a little bit more. And then the cardio is another thing that I think you have to test with Drago. If he slows down, he's not as sharp and evasive. His striking is not going to be nearly as effective. So we'll see exactly if we can keep the pace, because I do think he slows down a little bit. And Ty Miller, tall, long, lanky fighter. He has crisp striking. He's loose. He throws nice long shots. He walks you down. He'll put the jab or lead hook on you. He comes in the range with the right hand nicely. And he's good at mixing in body shots, 1-2s, some kicks. He's mainly just a 1-2 and cardio merchant, though. He's going to put that pace on you. He's going to 1-2 you body head, and he's going to look to just walk you down, get you tired, and then pull you into a big shot that puts your lights out. And he's been taken down in fights, but he's hard to hold down and control. His conditioning is on point, so he can defend takedowns, get taken down, pop back up, remain fresh, keep that pressure on you. And as guys wilt, that's when Ty Miller starts to unload. He's good at finishing guys against the fence. That's where I think he has to get Drago, put him on the fence, make him force the box, and then kind of exchange with him and try to get the better of it there. And I think he's going to have the speed disadvantage, so he's going to have to play the long game. But if he can keep the pressure on, stay out of the clinch, I think he should start to connect later in the fight. And this is a clash of striking styles. It's going to be a fun fight to watch. I think early on, Drago may connect with some heat or some low kicks. And if he could damage Miller or finish him early, obviously that's going to be his avenue to victory. But I see this fight being Drago early or Miller late more often than not. And this fight to me is a pass. From a betting perspective, I kind of think it's like a very close to a pick'em. I would say dog or pass, but I'm not interested in betting Drago really. But I'm going to say Ty Miller wins this fight via decision.